Hey everyone, I just left the theater after seeing Spider-Man Across the Universe, and I have some thoughts. I wanted to get those thoughts recorded here while they're fresh in my mind, and I hope to do a full review later on when I've had some time to digest everything that I've seen. So I'm gonna sit right here and just give some of my initial thoughts. First, without spoilers. Animation is great. I mean, I really love the style of the first one. I feel they really tried to up the ante a little bit this time with so many different styles all meshed into one. Many different characters, many different Spider-Men from different spider universes. Lots of different styles, and I thought it was great, and it all seemed to fit together in a weird way. How all these characters are so different and they're drawn so different, or they're at least displayed on the screen so differently in whatever medium they are in, yet it always felt like it was everything sort of belonged together, which was kind of strange, you know. It was amazing how they did that. Now, one thing that they did, which was, I think, an interesting choice, and I liked the idea of it, just not so much the execution of it, that is how they would have text appear on the screen to give you context of what's going on that's not being said. You know, the whole movie was basically presented like a comic book, and I've never been a comic book reader myself, but I can definitely appreciate that there were panels and stuff that were being displayed. But the text on the screen, that would, when someone would say a word that hadn't been introduced before, and we don't know what they're talking about, at least the uninitiated like myself don't know what they're talking about, like the definition of certain like Spider-Man lore terms would appear at the bottom of the screen. My only problem with that is that they didn't stay on the screen long enough, and I never really could read them. They just sort of flashed on there. I think this movie would have been a lot better watching it at home on streaming, actually, where I can pause, where I can slow things down, where I can back things up and hear what they say again. And it's not only that, I would say, all in all, like, so many things about this movie, without giving away spoilers, would have been better if this was a Disney Plus TV show, right? I really liked it, and there's a lot of things that really frustrated me, but I don't think those things would have frustrated me if this was a TV show and not a movie. It just didn't feel like the right context to be watching this. In fact, so much of it felt like episodes. It felt very episodic. Even there was the whole introductory part of the movie, and when the introduction was over and you got to the opening credits that came pretty late into, you know, the pre-first act, I guess you could say, it really felt like those were the end credits of a pilot episode of a TV series, not the opening credits of a movie. And several places throughout the movie, it felt like a TV show episode, like a new episode was starting. It didn't really feel like you're going from, you know, Act 1, Act 2 to Act 3, and even more so the ending, which wouldn't have frustrated me as much as it did if this was a TV show. But this wasn't a TV show, it was a movie, and it really left me baffled at how they decided to end this thing. I will talk about it more, and we'll talk about spoilers and everything and kind of go into detail about it, but I found it thoroughly enjoyable to watch. Not as good as the first one. I liked the voice acting, I liked the emotional beats. I enjoyed my time watching the movie. It just felt wrong in a way that's kind of hard to explain without giving too much away. It left me not as satisfied as I wanted to be, but I still enjoyed my time while I was in there. But now that I'm out of the theater, I'm left unsatisfied. right? Cliffhangers are okay, right? Uh, let's talk about a cliffhanger ending that I really did enjoy, and it also came from a Spider-Man movie, and that was Spider-Man: Far From Home, because the story ended, the plot was resolved, and then no, it's not. Spider-Man's identity is revealed. Bam, what's gonna happen next? That's a cliffhanger. That's an ending that I was like, I liked this story and I can't wait to hear the next one because, man, it's going to be a doozy. That is a good cliffhanger ending in my book. The ending of this movie was not a cliffhanger, it was a non-ending. It was an unfinished, unresolved story. And that left me very unsatisfied at the end of the day. So that's all I'll have to say for now. I can't wait to talk about spoilers because there's so much in this, so much to enjoy. It was a really enjoyable experience watching this movie. I would want to watch it many times again, slow it down, catch all the Easter eggs. I really I enjoy it. It's just unsatisfying. So, all right. See you in the next one.